the we are associated with Panda Cloud Academy, wherein we are gonna give you a guidance and a, or it would be a more of a healthy discussion about how as a DevOps as a career is good for you guys. Okay, so let's officially welcome everyone who have joined in. Hope it's a great good morning to you guys, and I want you guys to be very interactive for this session. Please add your comments in the and reactions. Okay, show me some thumbs ups and all, so that we feel everybody is active. Yeah, good, good, good. So so I'll just give a start. So Panda Cloud Academy. So this was started back in uh, 2021, I guess. So this the concept behind the Panda Cloud Academy was your mentor and trainer. He is Mr. Nasir Patel. He is having an experience of more than 8+ years of experience and works for big four companies. So lot of candidates and lot of students who are facing difficulties in their IT career and people who want to switch into IT career, they were approaching Nasir saying, "Sir, can you guide us? Can you help me? Let me know how DevOps as a career works, how it is easy to transit into an IT, or how tough or how better we can or we is it we can survive in IT industry, even if we are from non-IT background, even if we don't have any IT skills and all, or is it enough for somebody just to get trained and get a IT job?" So Mr. Nasir, he was mentoring a lot of students, saying that this is how the roadmap is and you have to guys have to follow up this path. And by the time he felt there is lack of uh, the things which in market and what is required in the industry, he used to refer some guide some students, wherein he used to tell them that you guys can go and do these certain skills and learn these certain tools, and if you guys learn these certain tools, you are okay to find and work in an IT industry and as a DevOps role. But what has to happen is the students whoever is to get trained and all, they missed a practicality or troubleshooting things, wherein people used to not be up to the mark for industrial standards. So most of these candidates, whoever had got trained, would come back to him again and say, "Sir, though I went and did my training, but I couldn't completely completely give 100%, and I was not trained enough that I have a confidence to crack the interviews and all." So that is when Mr. Nasir Patel started an idea that I should guide students and train students in a practicality way, wherein what industry is looking for, similar things are being taught, and make sure when the students complete the course, they're able to enough able are capable enough to clear the interviews and survive in the industry. Okay, so he started it and it's been successfully running from past 3 years. So now we have placed many candidates who are currently working, alumni today. Due to some time issues, might have not joined in. Tomorrow we'll ask them to join in. So those people who have got trained with us, they are working in MNCs and mid level companies, IT companies, where they are working as a DevOps professionals. Okay, so let's begin with this session. Uh, so I just said I'm going to be the moderator of this session. Okay. And for a better experience, please can you guys change the settings to this, like settings to change layout and spotlight, because it would give you a better experience of the whole webinar. Okay. And settings to full screen. Okay, because the whatever the things are going to be shared, if it is in a full screen, you're going to get a best experience, and the whatever is being displayed or shown on the screen, it will be visible enough. Okay, so I was briefing about Panda Academy. We are thrilled to have you guys. for this wonderful session on this wonderful morning. Before we get started, here are few points to note. Today we'll be covering introduction to DevOps. Participation is very encouraging. Active participation is required. All session materials and recordings will be shared with you after the session. So don't worry that if you missed some in between some things or due to some network issues and all, we are going to share you after the end of the session. We are going to share you the recording of this session. Okay, and your feedback is very valuable to us. So after the session, please give your feedback. How do you felt this whole session went on? Okay, we are looking forward to a productive and engaging session. So I was telling about the trainer. Trainer is hello, welcome. So I was telling about the trainer Nasir Hussain Patel, having 7+ years of experience in AWS and DevOps, works as a senior consultant in one of the big four companies. Trainer has received professional appreciation award from the organizations. Okay, so he's been well recognized in the AWS circle. Okay, and he has received very acclaimed certifications and brown badges bronze badges in Cloud Agile from current company and received client extraordinary certificate from his current company. So these are certificate shows the how an expert is Mr. Nasir Hussain. Okay, teaching AWS and DevOps from past 2 years. Candidates are mostly from India and US. He has also trained candidates from outside India or from abroad. Okay, so design the course to give real-time exposure and also to make you interview ready. Okay, he is corporate trainer to providing training to internal teams. So he has mentored people from his own company where he has trained and mentored juniors. Okay, and he has taken interviews for several candidates for AWS and DevOps roles. So this is more important, like when you know how the hiring process is and how if you are in a trainer and you know what is to be looked from the candidate, that is going to help you guys when you guys are going to give the interview. Okay, so this is all about the session. So So I would like to hand over to Mr. Nasir Hussain Patel. So from here, Nasir is going to take it forward. Nasir,
Yeah, sure. Thank you a lot, Vishwanath, uh, for your warm introduction and all. So, hi, good morning, everyone. So, my name is Nasir Hussain Patel, and I'll be the trainer of the course. Okay, so just give me a moment. Let me share my screen. So, as told already by Vishwanath, so today's webinar will be related to the introduction of cloud computing and AWS. Okay, so we will be learning about the basics of what cloud computing is, what AWS is, and let us understand a high-level overview of what cloud computing is and how this is helping to cater to today's market, right? So from the traditional on-premises or the physical servers that were used previously by many organizations, now like most of the companies are trying to migrate or they are trying to switch to cloud computing. So let us understand a high-level overview of cloud computing. So the actual definition of cloud computing is that it is an on-demand delivery of IT resources via the internet through a cloud service platform with pay-as-you-go pricing model. So let us break this down. Okay, so this looks quite complex. So let me just simplify this concept for you. What is cloud? So there are three basic keywords that we should be aware of. The first thing is on demand. Second keyword is scalable, and third keyword is pay as you go. So these are the three important keywords that will help you to define cloud computing. So let us first understand what is on demand. So on demand is something that you can get immediately, right? Within a fraction of seconds, you need something, you have a requirement, and you get the same within few minutes, or let's say few seconds. For example, let's say I want to book a car, I want to book a cab. I can just use this Ola, Uber platforms, and I can book a cab immediately. It will it will be delivered in my at my doorsteps within few minutes, right? Let's say I want to order some food online. I can just go to some food delivery platforms, and I can order the food, and I can get the food within few minutes. So that concept is called as on demand, and the same thing or the same concept is used in cloud computing. So basically what happens is, whatever servers or IT resources that we have. Okay, so let me take an example of a server. So what is a server? So let's say we are working on a laptop. So let's say this is my laptop, and my laptop has some configuration. Let's say it has around 16 GB of RAM, and let's say some i5 processor, i5 CPU, and 1 TB of SSD. So this is the configuration of my laptop, right? So what is server? Server is nothing but it is similar to a computer, right? It is similar to a machine, or it is similar to a system, but it will be having a high configuration. So we are talking about 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM, but servers will be in of bigger sizes. So we can talk about, let's say, 64 GB of RAM, or let's say 128 GB of RAM. Okay, so we do have servers in AWS which are around 12 TBs of RAM. So that is what a server means. Server is nothing but it is just a computer with high configuration, right? Wherein you will be developing some applications, or let's say you'll be developing some web apps, or you'll be performing some activities. So a server is nothing but it is just a machine with high configuration. It is a computer with high configuration. So let's say I want to create a computer, which we usually call it as a virtual machine. So there are several names given, technically. It is called, you can call it as a server, or it is also called as a machine, or it is also called as a virtual machine, or it is also called as a computer. It is also called as compute. In AWS language, it is called as an instance, but everything means the same. Okay, so say all these concepts, they mean the same. Okay, so let's say I want to create a server. Let's say I want to create a virtual machine. Then I can simply get it done immediately, whatever configuration that I need. So let's say I want to create a server of 32 GB RAM, and let's say four virtual CPUs, and around 2 TB of SSDs. So this machine, or this server, I can create within fraction of minutes. Okay, I can create it within, let's say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So within few minutes, I can create this machines. Okay, I can create this virtual machines. Now this is the beauty of cloud computing as compared to the physical servers that were used, or that are still being used currently. The setting up of physical servers is quite challenging. You have to go and you have to first purchase a physical server. Now, what is a physical server? Let me just show you. So that is what you can call it as a data center, wherein physical servers are stored in form of racks and all, right? So talking about physical servers, this is how they look like. So let's say if I want to start my own company with the help of these traditional physical servers, then this will take quite a long time for setting up these physical servers, and they have a lot of cost involved. And even I cannot get it instantly, right? This cannot be available for me within few minutes. Okay, it will take several days and several months for setting up such infrastructure. But that is not a case with cloud computing. You can create machines of any sizes, of any configurations within few minutes. So that is one important keyword of cloud, that is on demand. So cloud computing is wherein the IT resources, whatever IT resources are there, let's say for example servers or databases or networking components, and all these resources, all these IT resources are created within fraction of minutes. So that is one of the uh, we can say one of the major advantages of cloud computing. The next keyword that I told is scalable. Everyone, please be on mute. Okay, whatever queries that we have, we will be addressing it at the end of the session. Meanwhile, I would request you, if you have any concerns, please put it in the chat box. Okay. So the second keyword is scalable. So what do you mean by scalable?
Nasir, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, I am able to.
No, your voice is lagging. I mean, there is some delay things. I think. Uh, can you check with the internet for once again?
Just one
Because
minute.
it is getting interrupted.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Guys, you guys have to uh, ping in the chat. And I would just like to know from which city you guys have joined in. You can just drop in the chat box, like the city from where you have joined in, and your stream. Oh, Sangli, good. Only people from Sangli. Most of the people are from Sangli. Kurchi, okay. Kurchi, fine. Kurchi, okay. Anybody from Belgaum, Bangalore? Oh, Maharashtra, okay. Bangalore, yeah. Hubli, Whitefield, good. Okay, good. From different okay, Sunita from Belgaum. Okay. So, guys, you might have. How many of you guys have heard about DevOps? Just say yes in the comments if you have heard about DevOps. No, if you haven't.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Mr. Vishwanath. Am I
Nasir,
audible
you're
now?
back.
Yes, yes. Am I audible now? Someone else, can you
Yeah.
please comment if I'm audible?
So please post in the. Yes, yes, you are audible.
Sure, sure. I'll just turn off my camera so that we don't have any issue with the internet. All right. Let me just
Sure,
take it
sure,
from here.
sure.
Yeah. So we were discussing about the key features of cloud. So we have already discussed what on-demand is. So the second important component is scalable. So what do you mean by scalable? Scalable is wherein you can increase or decrease something as per your requirement, right? So you can easily increase or decrease the thing as per your necessity. So let's say, for example, I have created a server and I have created it with some configuration. Let's say, for example, I've created it with 16 GB of RAM and 4 vCPUs, like this. Okay. Now I've created a machine. I've created a virtual machine as per my requirement. But at later point of time, my requirement got increased. Okay, my application was not working properly as expected. So I had to increase the configuration of the machine. So let's say from 16 GB, I made it to 32 GB of RAM.
Sir, your voice is still breaking. You are not audible properly.
Is it the same for everyone? Can someone please confirm?
Yes, yes, it is the same. It is lacking.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, there is a disturbance from your answer.
How about now? Is it clear?
Your voice is lagging, man. I mean, still it is.
Just a minute.
Uh, as the session is going on, do ask some questions to candidates so that it would be more interactful.
Yes, definitely.
Sure, sure. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So we were discussing the second important keyword of cloud computing, that is scalable. So scalable is a concept wherein you can increase or decrease the configuration as per your requirement. So as I was saying, let's say you have a machine of 16 GB RAM and four virtual CPUs, and let's say you have a requirement wherein you want to increase the configuration of the machine. So from 60 to 16 GB of RAM, let's say you want to make it 32 GB of RAM. So this thing is possible in cloud computing, and this can be done instantly. So there is no need to make some hardware replacement or call up some service guy or something. This can be done instantly within few minutes. The same way, it can be also done vice versa. If you want to decrease the configuration of the machine, then that can also be done with the help of cloud computing. Okay. I hope so. Now I'm audible, right?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So the third important keyword is pay as you go. So what do you mean by pay as you go? So let's say, I want to use this, or let's say I want to create this machine and I want to use it for some time. Okay. Let's say I want to use it only for few hours. Let's say I want to use it only for 10 hours. Then usually what happens is, if you are talking about a physical server, then you have to make the entire payment upfront. Okay, irrespective of whether you use it or not, you have to make the advance payment, right? Let's say you want to purchase a server of, let's say, 16 GB RAM and four virtual CPUs. You have to pay some amount in few lakhs, right? But that is not the case with cloud computing. So they will be charging you based on hourly basis. So let's say, for example, if the charges are, for example, $4 per hour, and if you are using this server for 10 hours, then you have to just pay $40 per hour. Just giving an example. Okay. So that is another important benefit or another important advantage of cloud computing, is that it has pay as you go pricing model, wherein you can pay as per your requirement, right? So you don't have to make any advance payment. You don't have to make any there is no need to prepay anything. You can just pay it as per the hourly charges. So these are the three important keywords of cloud computing. That is, one is on demand, second is scalable, and third is pay as you go pricing model. Okay, so that is what breaks down the definition of cloud computing, right? So it is the on-demand delivery of IT resources via the internet. Of course, for all these things, the important part is to have an internet. Without internet, you cannot use cloud computing. So all these benefits are only available if you have internet connectivity, and you can get the on-demand delivery of IT resources. Now, what are IT resources? I have already given you an example of a server. So this is one of the IT resources. There are other IT resources like, for example, databases, networking components, and other such things. They also come under IT resources, monitoring tools, right? And let's say notification tools. So there are a number of tools that we will be using as an IT resource. So this server is just an example of one of the IT resource. Okay. Now, in simple terms, it is just using the IT resources via cloud service platform. For example, AWS is a cloud service platform. Similarly, we have other cloud service platforms like Azure, then we have GCP, that is Google Cloud, then we have IBM Cloud, then we have Alibaba Cloud, then we have Digital Ocean, then we have Salesforce. So these all these comes under the cloud service providers. Because there are many clouds that are available in the market. Now, out of this, why are we only focusing on AWS? Why only AWS and why not other cloud service providers? So let us understand a history of AWS and the reason why AWS is in high demand in the market. So let us first have a background of AWS. So AWS was started around 2002 and this was started internally. Mostly the reason why AWS was started, why this AWS, that is Amazon Web Services, it was started for their e-commerce platform, that was Amazon.com. In order to cater the needs that come from the e-commerce platform, they had created this AWS, that is Amazon Web Services. But later on, around 2006, they became public. So in the year 2006, what AWS decided that we will go public. Now the reason why they went public was one of the biggest reason was the high demand of cloud computing, the increasing demand of cloud, that made them take a decision that we will not keep this private, we will not just keep it internal, we will make it public. So around in the year 2006, they created the first service, that was STS, and that was made public. And after that, they started setting up all the servers all across the world. So how this is set up is, let's say this is the entire world. So what they do is they set up their own physical servers somewhere, okay, in the world. We don't have to worry about where these physical servers are located. They'll be locating these physical servers all across the planet in different countries, and they are interconnected with each other. So this is how AWS, what it did is it had set up its physical server all across the world, and it made the interconnectivity. So that is the reason why you don't have to worry of the location. You can create servers, you can create the IT resources even by sitting at your home. One of the biggest benefit of cloud computing is that there is no location constraint as such, as compared to the physical server, wherein you have to go to the location and you have to operate those physical servers. So what AWS did, it just spread its network all across the world. They just created their physical servers, they set it up, and they spread it all across the world. Now today they are present, they are present across 30 regions, and they have around 100 plus availability zones. Okay, so now they are currently present in more than 30 regions. Okay, so in India, talking about India, they have their presence in Mumbai and Hyderabad. So Mumbai and Hyderabad are the two regions in India. Now, what is availability zones and what are edge locations? So we will discuss these technical terms at later point of time. But just understand that a city is can be called as a region. So for example, Mumbai is a region in India, and Hyderabad, they have newly started that region in India, that is Hyderabad region. Okay, so that is how they started, and they spread across the entire world. Okay, now they have around 30 plus regions, 100 plus availability zones, and there are more than 400 plus edge locations. Okay, now since AWS is part of cloud computing, okay, you can also the same concept will apply here. You can create resources within fraction of seconds. They are scalable. They have the pay-as-you-go pricing model, and you only pay for what you use. So it is kind of an hotel, like sorry, you're going to a hotel and you're booking this for, let's say, 1 day or 2 day, okay, and they will be charging you only for that, for the number of days that you stay there in that property, right? So it is kind of similar to that. Now, let us understand why AWS. Why only AWS and why not other clouds? Why do we only focus on discussing a single cloud? So the first thing is AWS occupies more than 35% of the market share. Currently, it is more than that, but this is the recent data or the recent past data that AWS occupies almost 35% of the market share as compared to other clouds. So let me just show you this data over here. So you can see here, AWS is one of the leading cloud service provider, followed by Azure and then by GCP. So 34 to more than 34-35% of the market share is occupied by AWS. So it is one of the most dominating cloud in the market, and followed by the other clouds. Right. So Azure comes next, followed by GCP. Now, another important component is that it is the pioneer and leader for more than 9 consecutive years. So it has remained consistent. It has remained the consistent dominating cloud for more than 9 years. And in around 2019, the annual revenue was around $35 billion, and around in 2024, the annual revenue was more than $100 billion. So you can imagine how huge it is, how big the market share is. And not only that, it has the most valuable IT certification. So talking about the IT certification, okay, if we talk about the top highest paid IT certification, so this is the data that I've taken from the internet only. So you can see at the AWS certification, it tops the list. It is AWS Certified Solution Architect Professional, and followed by at the fourth again we have the solutions architect, then we have the solution certified security, right, and so on. So almost 4 5 of the certifications are of related to AWS only. And this technology is used by many companies now in India. Talking about in India itself, almost 60 to 70% of the companies, they prefer using AWS. Why? Because they have been using AWS since long time. Okay. And it is even talking about the interface, it is quite user friendly as compared to Azure and GCP. So I have worked across different clouds, and I would say that the interface is quite user friendly when it comes to AWS. Okay. Now, another important feature is that the maintenance, monitoring, the data security will be taken care by AWS. Now, you may be thinking how. So, when they have their physical servers over here, they will only take care of their physical servers. So, let's say if there is any hardware replacement needs to be done, if they want to provide any power backup or the networking components, right, and making the data safe from the hackers. So everything will be taken care by AWS itself. So whatever physical servers they have across the different locations in the entire world, the maintenance, the monitoring, right, the hardware replacement, or in case if there is an OS corrupt, everything will be taken care by them. So we don't have that headache of doing the maintenance, monitoring, and data security and all. That will be taken care by them. Even you will not even have to worry of data loss. Why? Because you can just create a data in one location, you can just replicate that data in other location, and so on. So this is how you can just duplicate your data across other locations, and this is how you can safeguard your data. So this is how you will not lose your data, right? And mostly, even when you start working in an organization, all the developers and the QA team, the testing team, and other teams, they have a dependency on AWS and cloud engineers. Why? Because that is where the basic servers will be created by them, right? The servers will be created, the load balancing will be done, the auto scaling, right? The networking, providing the databases, and creating the security components, right? Security groups, NACLs, and all these components that will be created by cloud engineers. So that is the reason why most of their teams, they have a dependency on cloud engineers. Now let us just have a high level overview about the basic difference between physical servers and AWS or cloud computing. So there is an initial setup for physical servers. So when we are talking about physical servers, if you want to set up your own physical server, you have to pay lot of amount, right, to set up the physical servers. As compared to cloud, there is no initial setup as such. There is no advance payment that needs to be done. You have to just pay as per whatever you are using. In physical servers, the maintenance and monitoring part will be taken care by you. This will be taken care by the cloud service provider, for example, AWS. Now here in physical servers, there is a constraint, right? If you have your own physical server and if the traffic increases, okay, if let's say the number of visitors to your website increases, then you will face a difficulty because there is no uh, possibility of expanding your physical servers. Although you can do it by changing the hardware, and that can be very much difficult in a live environment. Okay, so there is a constraint wherein you cannot increase or wherein you cannot go beyond your resources, whatever resources you have created, or let's say you have around 100 TBs of storage, you cannot go beyond that. For that you have to for that you have to provide an additional hardware, right? You have to set up an additional hardware for the physical server, but that is not the case of cloud. You can expand it to any number. Okay, so there is no limit for expansion. So that is why, one of the major keyword, that is scalability of AWS. Now, for physical servers, you have to be present at that location to operate the physical servers. But as compared to cloud, it can be accessed from anywhere. And that is the reason why work from home jobs are popular in for AWS and cloud computing, because you can sit at your home. I can sit at my home and I can create a server in US, or I can create a server in Singapore. I can create a server in Japan. I can create a server in Australia, and I don't have to go to that location to operate or to maintain that server. So that is the another beauty of cloud computing, is that you can access it from anywhere. So there is no location constraint as such. Now physical servers, they will take a lot of time to launch, right? Obviously they will take few days to several to few months for launching the physical servers, but AWS resources can be created within fraction of seconds. So when we'll be starting the practical, that is where we'll be discussing how this can be launched within few minutes. So there is a risk of data loss as compared to physical servers, but data can be secured. As I told you, you can just replicate your data across different regions and you can safeguard your data, right? And here you have to pay whether you use it or not. You have just make the upfront payment. You have made all the payments. Now let's say later at later point of time your application is not working, but still you have done the payment. Okay, so irrespective of whether you use it or not, you have to make the payment for physical server, but that is not the case with cloud computing, right? And now the servers will not go down. The reason why, because AWS is providing 99.119 times of assurance that these servers will be safeguarded. And why the reason why they are giving so much of assurance is because they have their servers spread across different locations in the world. Even if an entire region goes down, you still have another region available in a different country, right? So even if for any unwanted incident that happens at a region, you still have your you still have your physical servers present across in different locations of the world. So we have discussed about the reasons why AWS is uh, preferred over other clouds. And secondly, uh, if you learn a single cloud, okay, let's say you have learned AWS. If you learn a single cloud, then you can easily learn the other clouds. That will not be difficult for you to learn the cloud. So you don't have to start from the scratch. So you have to focus on a single cloud, learn the entire cloud, learn all the important components, and the rest other things will be same in other clouds as well. Okay, so the processes is same across all the clouds, only the terminology will change. So for example, in AWS we call it as EC2, in Azure we call it as a virtual machine, in GCP we call it as a compute, in AWS we call it as an load balancer, in Azure we call it as an application gateway, in GCP we have other name. So the naming, the terminology will change, but the backend process will remain same. So when we are talking about learning cloud computing, just focus on learning any cloud. And obviously, I will be preferring the most dominating cloud, the most popular cloud in the world. Learn that, okay, learn all the important processes, important concepts in that cloud, and then you can learn other clouds as well. That will not be that difficult. Okay, it's like once you learn how to drive a car, you can drive any car, right? First, you have to focus on learning a single car of some brand. Okay, let's say you have learned one car, then you can drive any other car, right? That will not be difficult for you. You don't have to learn it from scratch. Okay, so that is how. You have to focus on learning a single cloud, and then you can jump on learning other clouds as well. So talking about the major customers of AWS, so NASA is one of the major customers of AWS. So NASA, they have their virtual machines, they have their IT resources created on AWS. Okay, so I don't think so there is any other bigger organization than NASA as compared to the space administration and all, right? Then talking about Meta, that is Facebook. Facebook has its servers created on AWS. Netflix is one of their biggest customer. Okay, Netflix that comes under the MAN companies. So it's been almost from 2009. Netflix is the major customer of AWS. So whatever web series or movies that you watch on Netflix, do remember that in the backend the cloud is AWS only, and that is the reason why you are not facing any lags while watching the movies and all. Let's say some new movie releases, and there are millions and billions of customers that are watching the same movie simultaneously, but you will still not face any you will not face any lags to watch the movie and all. The reason because the backend, it has been configured on a cloud only, and it is running on AWS cloud only. Then we have LinkedIn, Samsung, Twitter, Adobe. These are some major customers. And in India, we have Ola, NDTV, Shadi.com, HDFC Bank, Tata, Axis. So these are other customers from India. Now, talking about the course content, these are the services that we will be learning as a part of the course. So I will be teaching you more than 40 plus services, okay, which mostly none of the institute will cover. They will only cover the major services. I will be teaching you all the major and minor services that are more than 40 plus services. 15 15 services are required to crack the interview. So if you master 15 services, you can easily crack an interview, and hardly 8 to 10 of the services are used in real time. Okay, so you can see you are learning more than what is required. So obviously you will not face any difficulty with the interviews and all. So talking about the course will be around 1.5 month. Okay, so I've taken the duration of 2 months, but we will be covering it within 1.5 months because the total modules will be 35. So 5 modules in each week. So it will take around 7 to 8 weeks for completing the course. So timing will be 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. for live sessions. Okay, obviously the recorded videos will also be shared in case if you are working and you are not able to attend the live session, you can just go through the recorded video and you can ask your concerns in the next session. So we will be covering both theory and practical. Okay, I will be covering all the entire theory. I will be giving you basic understanding of the theory. Along with that, I'll be also covering the practical. Right. So it's this is not just a theory course. We will be also covering the practical as well. So the study material will be provided in PDF. Recorded videos will be available on as a private videos on YouTube. So you can access your recorded video, and there is no limit as such. Okay, so you will have that lifetime access to the recorded videos and notes. So I'll be giving you some weekly assignments so that you can just practice them in your free time over the weekends. And if you come up with any concerns, then we can discuss it in the later weeks. So the explanation that I will be making is in simple English. So you don't have to worry. Language will not be a barrier for you guys, even if you're from a technical background or not non-technical background. Whatever explanation that I do it in a very simple and easy to understand language. Okay. So most of my candidates, they have told me that they have not faced any difficulty to understand what I teach. Okay. So don't just go with my words. I'll be taking the testimonial from the feedback from the other candidates who have already completed the course. So you can ask the concerns in English, Hindi, Marathi. I do understand Kannada, but I am I don't speak fluent Kannada because I did my schooling and college in Maharashtra only. So I am you can ask your concerns in English, Hindi, or Marathi, but I would prefer you start focusing on discussing or communicating in English only, because see, at later point of time the interviews will be conducted in English. You will be let's say after you get a job, you will be talking with the clients in English. So I would prefer you start making the base right now itself. Okay, from the pro course itself, even if you don't have any concern, just start communicating with me or other members of this batch, so that you can start getting rid of the nervousness that you get at later point of time for the interviews and all. So the explanation will be done from scratch. Okay, everything I'll be teaching you from scratch. from level 0, even if you are technical or non-technical, from IT background or non-IT background, you will not face any difficulty to understand this course. This is how I have designed the course. So even a non-technical person or non-IT guy should be able to understand this course. All the software installation and configuration will be done from scratch. So consider my laptop as an empty box. I have uninstalled everything, and we will be reinstalling everything in live session so that you won't have any difficulty for installation and configuration. So there will be a Q&A session at the end of every session, at the end of every webinar, so that you can ask your concerns at the end. Okay. So I have designed it as per the real-time scenarios. So I, being a working professional, I understand the market needs, and every batch I just add on something. Okay, so my previous AWS batch and this AWS batch, obviously there will be few add-ons. Okay, because that is how I understand what new has been added, and accordingly I will be adding the important concepts as well. So the only prerequisite is a basic laptop and your uh, commitment to study. Okay, put the efforts, right? Because if you don't put any efforts, then that will not be helpful for you, right? Because ultimately you have to attend the interviews, we will have to face the interviewer and all. So obviously you have to also put in your efforts. From my side, I will, I will ensure that you will not face any difficulty for the interview and all. So this course is designed in a way that you will become interview ready. You should not face any difficulty at later point of time for the interviews and all. But obviously there has to be effort that needs to be put from your end as well. So these are some testimonials from my candidates who have already got placed in the companies. So the link has been given over here, the YouTube link. So you can just go through this. This notes will be shared with you. Just go through this link and just you can watch the testimonials if required. Now, I would like to take a feedback from my previous batch candidates who have already completed their batch, and uh, they are in process to with the interviews and all. They are already started giving interviews and all. So I would like to ask the candidates for their feedback. So let me check who is available now. Okay, okay, let's see. Mrutyunjay, you are available. So can you just give us, provide your feedback about your previous course that you completed? So Chitti, he has completed DevOps and AWS from us only. So Chitti, are you available now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi
Uh,
Chitti, how are you?
Good morning, all. Uh,
Yeah,
Actually, from I completed DevOps and AWS courses from Sir itself, and it was very nice, and it is very easy to understand. The way the Sir used to teach is a very understandable manner. So we just follow the things, and we just practice what Sir is telling, so then it will be very easy to crack the interviews in future. So it is very easy to understand the way the sir will thought with the examples. So that is very helpful us to remember the things and the technology. So I just completed the AWS course and DevOps from the sir itself. Yes.
thank you Chitti. Thank you
Yes.
for your kind words. I can see Muthar is available. Muthar, can you please
Yeah,
unmute?
hi, I'm audible. I'm audible, sir.
Yes, yes, Mr. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. This is Mutahar Khan. Yeah, I recently completed this DevOps and AWS course, and I'm truly impressed with the teaching skills of Nasir, sir. To be frank, I'm explaining the all the contents and whatever he is going to explain you in a well-structured manner, and even the complex concepts, even he will explain in simple words, it seems. Because I just improve my English communication skills as well. And apart from that, he will provide you all the real-time work frame projects, and he will help you with the interview question answers of more than 50 plus companies. Even he provide all the concepts as a earlier he explained, like 40 plus tools are there. So I wanna let me clearly explain the things, because the same time we join in the different institutes. Okay, I'm currently staying in Bangalore, so most of my friends join for the best in technologies and so institutes and all. So when we are interacting with each other, at the time they come to know what is this new tool, because they don't know, and they're not covering all the tools as well. So whatever the required with their perspective, with their thinking, they provide. We compare with the Panda Cloud Academy, each and everything he is explained from the scratch to top level. I no need to worry about that, because currently I'm giving interviews, 3 to 4 interviews I given. Hopefully I will crack the interviews as well. It's good to go with Nasir sir.
Thank you a lot, man, Mutar. Thank you, and wish you all the best for your interviews. And I want you guys, I want your next testimonial, okay? Chitti and Muthar. So I can see Rohit is also there in the meeting. Rohit, can you please unmute and just give a feedback of the previous course?
Uh, sure, Nasir.
Yes.
So, hi guys, I'm Rohit, and I've attended the DevOps batch from the previous one. So it was a really interesting one, which I want to talk about. So anyone who is attending this session for the first time, I would just say that just go for it. Why? Because these guys are the one who are actually on the front line and they have corporate experience. So, they know what is actually required for the candidates to, to attend interviews and what all questions will be asked. So, and yeah, as Mutar has actually mentioned that everything will be, told from the scratch. So everything will be taught from the scratch to advanced level. So you don't need to actually worry about those things, and just rely on Nasir bhai, and he's a really chill guy actually to uh, you know uh, to hang out with. Even if you have any doubts, after the sessions is over, people generally have that difficulty of asking questions inside meeting with whole crowd. So with even alone you can ask him those questions as well. So yeah, I'm hoping forward to complete my AWS patch, and I'll be attending interviews too. So yeah, thank you, Nasir.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank you,
man.
Rohit.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I can see Shruti as well here. Shruti, can you just spare a moment and just let the other candidates just give a feedback of the previous course?
Yes, sir, sure. So, good morning, all. Actually, I have
Morning.
attended So, I have attended the DevOps course of Nasir, sir. And actually, on first lecture, no, I just mug up the things automatically. So, I feel so amazed. मतलब इतना कैसा हो सकता है easily I'm getting the things. But when we proceed, no, we need practice. Genuinely, I'm saying you need to do practice every day. Then and only then you will be getting the things soon. So I actually love that DevOps course and I'm preparing for the interviews and the resume. So yeah, you should join the DevOps course as well.
And Shruti had that energy from the day one itself. Okay, I just like her
Yeah.
enthusiasm, and she just had that learning attitude, and that is what I expect from others as well. Okay, so from day one, although she just joined a bit late, but she just covered up everything very well, Shruti, and wish you all the best. Okay, so just we'll finish up the AWS course, and we are ready to go. And I can say Raghavendra as well here. So I would just to take 2 minutes. Raghavendra, he completed the course in just very few days. Okay, he just quickly completed the course. He had that I will just complete it and I'll just start giving the interviews. The energy that the Raghavendra showed was next level. And I would just like to tell everyone he is the first guy from my batch who cleared the first interview, first round. Okay, the first interview itself, he cleared the first round. So although I have seen my candidates who took 4, 5 interviews after that, they cleared their first round. But Raghavendra, he did it in the first interview. And Raghavendra, please, go ahead and just share your feedback of your ongoing interviews. He has already started giving interviews and all.
Yeah, hi guys. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I have started this course in November. I came across this course by Vishnu sir only, and I took around 1 month to complete this course. And especially, I'm thankful to the Nasir sir. Actually, he was completely cooperating, and whenever I had a question, I used to connect with him personally, and I used to clear the doubts at that time only. And regarding the interviews, last time I have attended for first interview, whatever the questions they have asked, right, the complete questions was covered by the Nasir sir. And regarding the complete course structure, it's designed in such a way that you will get a confidence. You can easily attend the interviews, so you will not feel that I have not worked on the DevOps and all. So one more thing is whatever you will learn, right, just practice it. So it will feels like it's easy to you can easily do it. But when you do practically, you will stuck in a few problems, and if you try to solve those problems, that will help you in interview. So they will trick you in the interview questions, so you can easily answer those questions also. So I will suggest better you practice well, then start giving the interview. Yeah, that's it.
Great, Raghavendra. And which was the company, the first company which you attended?
Microstream,
MicroStream.
a matrix stream, and today
Okay,
I'm
okay.
attending for Infosys.
Yeah, so Raghavendra has an interview with Infosys today, and wish you all the best, buddy. I think it is at
All the
2:30,
best,
right?
sir.
I at 2:30.
Yes.
Just
So he
just
has an
one
interview.
question. Just one
Yes.
question, Raghavendra. Like, what was the difficulties you faced? I mean, did you face any difficulties around this course? I mean, any challenges you would like to emphasize on?
Challenges like when you go to start doing it practical, right, you will face a problem, definitely. Like you stuck with the different problems, but every system configuration differs. So they were teaching me in Windows, but I was using the Mac. For my whole configuration differs, so I used to stuck in the different problems. But I was connecting with Nasir to clear the doubts every time. So
Okay. So you finished the course in 1 month, right? I mean,
yeah, yeah,
it
one
took
month.
1 month. Okay. So
One.
what do you feel? Is there a possible that people can complete it even before that?
Even I felt lazy in between, so even we can
Okay.
finish it early also.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in a easy simple language is sorting the code, so it will be easy to grasp the code.
Raghavendra actually he took the recorded videos and he just he I will just finish it up early. I don't want to go with the live demos and all. Just took the recorded ones. Great man, Raghavendra. And hopefully I want your testimonial in the next batch. Okay, buddy. Wish you all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best,
yes,
and crack the interview, and hopefully I want to see your testimonial in the next batch. So this is what I told Pawan, in the previous batch. He was attending the interviews. His interview was ongoing, and I told him that I want your testimonial in the next batch, and luckily he cracked the interview. But today he is actually busy with some family function, so he could not attend. But or else he would have also be a he was also wanted to be a part of this webinar. He wanted to share his experience of how he got the job and all. So that is what he wanted to share. Anybody else I want to share their experience? They can just please unmute and share their experience. I can see Faizan also is there. Faizan, if you
Yes,
want to,
sir.
you can share. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Hi everyone, and good morning to everyone.
Good
So
morning.
I'm Faizan Malladi, and I have completed my AWS and DevOps course from Mr. Nasir Patel. And I want to thanks Mr. Nasir Patel. Because of him, and I'm feeling very confident. And in that course, I have, I got a good exposure over the DevOps tools and also AWS services. And in that course, so I was feeling very good, and the way he teach is very clear and engaging. So he teach each topic with real world examples and use cases that align with industry practice. So he was, always available to guide us. And I have given two interviews. One is in Emphasis and another in the Exonic. And I got to know about, whatever Mr. Nasir have taught us. So those questions were asked in the interviews. So if you really want to build your career in the DevOps, so you can join. And because he teach everything, like if you are facing any problems, like in the troubleshooting and how to prepare for interviews and building the profile and everything, he have showed us, and he was always available to help us. Thank you, Nasir.
Thank you, thank you. Great, Faizan. So Faizan was,
Thank you.
very nervous. So he was like, how will I talk in front of the so many in front of so many people in the webinar and all. So Faizan, I would just say that he has eventually developed that confidence to talk in public. Although he always he has some challenges with the language and all, but he doesn't consider it. He has never considered that as a barrier. So very well, Faizan, and keep it up, buddy. And hopefully you will, you
Thank
will
you.
increase your confidence eventually. Don't worry, okay? So he has already given 2 interviews, and so you see, nobody learns everything from uh, from scratch. Everybody has to, they have to just brush it up, and they will start learning the things. So Faizan, he was quite very nervous and he had very less confidence with the interviews and all. But eventually he has increased that confidence and he has started giving interviews. He has started facing the interviews. He used to get nervous to face the interviews as well. So he has eventually developed that thing, and I really appreciate Faizan for the efforts that he has put to develop himself. Great, great man.
Thank you. Thank
Uh, so furthermore, I would just share the admin contact here. So I think it is visible on the screen. So you can just take a snapshot. In case if you have come from Vishwanath, you can just contact directly to Mr. Vishwanath, or else you can contact the other admins as well. Okay, so the numbers are on the screen, and these numbers are also available in the notes. So you can just go through the notes, and this PDF will be shared, so you can get the numbers from there. And I'll be also sharing the enrollment link in the notes. You can just go through the and click on the enrollment link in case you want to enroll for this course. So I think I'm done from my side. So if you have any questions, then please go ahead. I was seeing, I think Vithal had his hand raised.
No, he's left.
Okay, okay, no worries. Anyone has any questions, then you can please go ahead. And sorry for the the internet connectivity and all. So hopefully tomorrow we will not face such challenges. And tomorrow we have the same demo. Okay. So in case in any of your friends they were not able to attend the session today, they can just connect tomorrow. Okay.
Any of you guys have any questions or any queries, you can please raise your hands or add it in the comments, so that we can address them, or anything which you felt, uh, this I haven't heard, or see, any question, any language is fine. You guys can connect, and Hindi, Kannada, any language you can join in and ask the questions, so that we get an understanding, like whether this session was good enough to raise some doubts in your minds, so that you guys have at least thought of it, imagined it, whatever the concept was been thought over here. No questions, guys. At least shows thumbs up that everything is fine. Can you? Oh,
No.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So, so then, guys, if there are no questions, we have to sign it off for this wonderful day. We will definitely connect you guys tomorrow. So, if any of your friends wants to join in, or any doubts, you can please contact us. Okay. So then you can reach out to us. We will definitely guide you in the best possible way, and how you can transit it into IT if you are from non-IT, and people who are currently in IT, but who want to raise their package, salary packages, who wants to are interested in a DevOps as a career, then they can definitely contact all these contact numbers, and ping your doubts, ping your queries, or share your experience, share your thoughts, what you feel and all. Okay. So fine, guys. Thank you, Nasir. Thank you, everyone,
Thank you.
each and everyone who had joined in for this wonderful sessions. We would like to connect you tomorrow then. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.